Okay, so to fill out negation, we will go here and look at negation. Here it says P, and this symbol means not P, and we will write that in our box. P, not P. And underneath, we will begin to fill out the truth tables. These simply mean true and false. So we will write P, true, false, not P, false, true. If P is true, not P would be false. If P is false, then not P is true. Then we'll move on to conjunction. Again, here is conjunction. As you can see, we have P and Q and their values, and then what P and Q's value together would be. So we write here P, Q, P and Q, and then we have P is true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false, P and Q together. True and true equals true. True and false equals false. False and true equal false. False and false equal false. Disjunction. Again, we will go ahead and put in the values for P and Q, and then what P or Q means together. If you'll notice, we always start with true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Here again, true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. And then their values end up being different. So we go real fast. True, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. P or Q is true. True or false equals true. False or true equals true. False or false equals false. Now for the conditional. Again, true, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. That one is a little bit too far over there. True, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. If true, then false, it will be true. Because this symbol means if, then. If true, then false is false. If false, then true is true. If false, then false is a true value. Now for the biconditional, it's the same thing. True, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. If and only if true, then true is true. If and only if true, then false is false. If and only if false, then true is false. If and only if false is false, then that is true. Okay, so that is it for the truth tables. Now I'll show you how to fill out Appendix C, and then you should be able to fill out Appendix B on your own. Appendix C is in your intermediate logic book as well. These are the truth trees. Here we have the rule for double negation, and here we have the rule for double negation. So we simply write not P, therefore P. Not P, therefore P. In conjunction, P and Q, P, Q. Disjunction is P or Q, P, Q. We are simply copying exactly what is in the guide. Here we have our conditional. If P, then Q. not P, Q. Same thing for the negated conjunction, and so on. If you'll see these check marks right here, just mean that this is the original rule, and when we use distribution, and just like in math, when we use distribution, this ends up being the not symbol applies to the P, and then it also applies to the Q. So that is simply what we're doing, is we're taking the argument and we're decomposing it into its original parts. Not P or Q, its original parts will be not P and not Q. Same goes for all of these, and we'll discuss that more in class. That is it for chart C. Chart B is a little bit longer. You have the same thing up here. We've done some of these already. We've done modus ponens rule. This is if P, then Q, P, therefore Q. They can use the little therefore symbol that we have already learned. How to say this rule is already on here, and it's important that when they write it out that they say those words. Let's do this one again. If P, then Q, not Q, therefore not P. These are a little bit more complicated and a little bit longer, but follow the same pattern, and they'll need to say the words out loud while they write their appendix. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please let me know.